Hi, everyone. Maria here. I'm excited to share this with you today. It's what we've been talking about on the Success Breakthrough series that I've been inviting people to join on Wednesdays. Well, this week we talked about the five hidden principles, and those principles can actually change how you approach business and your life. Now, that might seem like a lot of ideas, like, oh, how is that going to work? But success in the marketplace is important because the things that we're going to talk about in this series and we've been talking about are rooted actually in some ancient and powerful and timeless ideas and theories. And these principles really come straight out of the most powerful book ever written, which is the Bible. I started on business not knowing anything about business. I had no list, no connections, no products, nothing. I just wanted to be successful. That's why I've been applying some of these principles and learning this throughout my career in affiliate marketing and in marketing and in other aspects. I'm sorry, I have like a little allergy going on here. And let me tell you, I read a bunch of books, just like many of us have. I've taken courses, I've taken, courses on sales, persuasion, business, and actually have a master's of business administration and MBA. So I've done quite a bit to learn about business and the concept of business. But finally, I have found something that really works. As I become more successful, I try to realize that I realize that success breeds success. Success naturally leads to influence. And we talked about that in the first part of the series, of the Success Breakthrough series that I've invited people to. And it's a free series. But this means that you can become a leader, whether you like it or not. You can become a leader if you have influence over people. And it's not manipulation. That's not what we're talking about in this course. So let me break it down. Influence, as I said, comes from leadership. That's true. But how do you influence others without manipulation, which is not what we want to do. We don't want to manipulate people. It's one little strategy, and it's through inspiration. Yep. When you inspire others, that's when real influence happens. And that's just what I said. Manipulation is not the way to go. Today, I'm going to share these five principles that, when understood and applied, can completely transform your business. And if you want to know more and more in depth, go more in depth into these five principles, then you just join my VIP community, and there's a lot of information in there. And then you get invited to the next part of this series, which is part three, and you can get the recording of part one and two. But anyway, I digress. So, principle number one is conviction and vision. You see, people don't just buy a product, they buy the vision behind the product. What's the vision? What's the intent? What's the vision? That's what they want to know what's in it for them. When you have a clear vision of what you want to accomplish, it becomes just infinitely easier to inspire others. And like I said, leadership comes from inspiration. They're, you're not just talking, people just don't want to buy the product that you're selling, they want to buy the vision behind it. So they're just not buying it, they're just buying the vision. That's what's very important, and that's what makes sense. And so the first part of this series was influence. And now we're talking about that influence and leadership comes from your inspiration or your ability to inspire others. So, number two in this series is multiplication. I was like, what does that mean? Well, that means, like, for example, like Burger King, they're known for making the Whopper, but they just don't make one Whopper. They refined it. They perfected it. They created a system that produced it across countries, cities, uh, the world, actually. But you can't multiply something that doesn't work. So you've got to refine it. You got to fine tune it. You got to take that product and or service, and before you can scale it, you have to fine tune it. So that's what that means. You have to fine tune it. Now, this principle is the third one, which is replenish. In business, this means having a system of distribution. So, do you have that system? What is your system of distribution? In my business, I'm using my community. Communities are very powerful. So, I'm going to distribute information so I don't have to duplicate myself or duplicate the information that I'm getting throughout each person at one person at a time, but just in a system. So it's not about creating a product, it's about building a system that allows others to use it and benefit from. So that's where my community or a community you might have built for yourself or your platform comes in. That's why building that community is so crucial. You need a platform where people gather around your ideas and your vision. So number four is subdue. You now, again, I don't mean control, hold someone down. No, you need to control your market. That's right. If you don't, you're just surviving, you're not thriving. Think about a company like Apple or Microsoft. They don't just build products, they control the market. Really, they really control it. So Microsoft built the computers and smartphones came from Apple. They control those markets. So number five is domination. Now, don't get me wrong. This doesn't mean dominating people, like I said, manipulating or anything. It means dominating the market. It means control of the products, having the solution that someone is looking for, and you're the solution. So you're the first one that comes to mind when they think of that product. You created such an impact through your influence, your leadership, your inspiration, that you dominate, totally dominate that space. So those are the five principles. We are talking about that in this series called Success Breakthrough. And if you're interested in joining us, just go to my website or join my VIP community, which is communityaffiliatemarketershub.com. I'll put it at the end of this video. But if you join my community, you'll get access to the first two videos in this series. And I'll be inviting you to the third, which is this Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if these five or any of them resonated with you, then please just join me and stay tuned. Over the next few series, we're going to dive deep into these ideas and show you how to apply them, how to structure them, how to practice with them, how to use their theories. And we're going to be talking about other ways that you could take vision and then you can inspire others and you can build something that's lasting. And if you're ready to take the next step, come on, join my VIP community. This is where we host live events, have exclusive content, and help you build your own stage with others gathered around and hear about others' ideas and how they're implementing their ideas. So click on or go to the URL that I provided at the end of this video and let me know what you think. But for now, just know that you can do it and you truly inspire others. But just come and join me for the Success Breakthrough series. Thank you. Have a great day.